How's
good,
everything going?
man. Everything's straight. It's good. We really be trying to make these, and then when we can't film, I'll be mad by Wednesday. Like, man, I wish we would have had our little talking and everything.
And
So
one of the
I'm
main
enjoying.
reasons why we are is because it's pretty much hot outside,
Yeah, it is. It
especially
is.
Arizona.
Yeah, what up,
Yeah.
man?
What up, boy?
What up?
Yeah,
What up?
it's smoking out there.
Yeah, that
That's why I
sounds good.
said. But that's why I said it'd be really warm for us next week. Starting Monday, we gonna be. It was a nice day today. I think it was still comfortable out there. Cause
Hmm.
me and the wife probably gonna get out there and about when we get off and just chill in the backyard for a minute. But
Hey, y'all got to come over to the gazebo.
yeah, man, you still got your mosquito net up there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I got a bug zapper out there. I got to put up some tiki torches for like late at night because we hardly go out there at night, like during the day, for the kids to be
Y'all
out
be
on the
back.
grass.
Uh huh.
But yeah, I got to put some torches up so that when we do be out there late at night, it should be a big issue.
Yeah, we got a couple of little small ones. We probably just gonna light up tonight. Just chill. Like, drink a glass of wine before we go to bed.
Hmm.
That's all. How you feeling out there, Phil?
Oh shit, man, I'm straight, bro. Just relaxing on a Sunday. You know how it go.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I saw that you and the family visited a museum. What was
Yeah,
that all about?
Museum of Natural History has just a small scale version of the Museum of Science and Industry, kind of.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes,
cool.
it was cool. Something to get out and do and explore. It ain't that far from us, so we just went over there. Probably took 2 minutes to get there, park, and get inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, it was a nice little
Well,
experience for the kid. So
Okay.
that's cool. That's cool. When your
yeah,
other baby get back?
around the first, we got another week, I guess. About a week and a half.
About another week. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Is she doing any camps when she gets back before she starts school?
Nah, she starts school August 1st that week.
Oh, that's
Damn.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
love.
I mean they get out earlier, so she had a full summer break. I think they got out of school like the middle of May or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So is that's
They
the
get out
Arizona?
earlier. Mm.
The
That's
school
Arizona.
kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool, man. Because since post COVID, man, I would love for these kids to go to school all year round.
yeah. I mean, just they pay for it. It may as well make them stay in school. So teachers
Yeah.
get paid a year's salary and they only work what 10, 11, 9 months or something like that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
teachers would fight that, but the parents, I'm sure, would likely co-sign the kids
I
being
mean,
out all year round.
as a
Yeah.
country, we need our kids to be in school, but we
Mhm.
behind, bro. We
Oh,
way
yeah.
behind.
Yeah, when it
Yeah.
comes to reading, math, like STEM in general, like we are way behind um the Asian
Indian.
region and also East
Yeah.
Indian region. Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
way behind. So
yeah.
Yeah. Come
But
on, man. They try to have grown folks like us be off. Well, just have a Monday through Thursday week. You talk about motherfucking kids going to school all year round. Hell, we
I
don't
mean,
even want to work. We don't even want to work 5 days no more.
honestly, most people don't do 5 days worth of work anyway.
They really don't. I don't.
Most people can get all their work done in probably like 5 hours in a day. So I mean, them other 3 hours, one is a lunch break in some cases, and them other two just spent shit on the toilet, smoking, waste of
Hmm.
time. So
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. We gonna. What about your? Well, I know Mister Yours
he
kind of
do the same
strenuous.
thing. He is the same way.
Kind of
He
strenuous.
probably work even less hours, but he ain't gonna say
no,
But I got.
no,
Huh?
but the way that we work though, like we can only be on position for no more than 2 hours. So then once you're on break for 35 to 45 minutes, and then you go back on position again. So it's just a constant rotation till your 8 hours is up.
Right. Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. Well,
So, but yeah, I'm
let's.
working.
I want to segue into this. Then I want to talk about this. So you've been how long you been at the with the FAA?
July 30th will be 15 years.
15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in 15 years, you have never seen any anomalies,
Oh,
something out there.
You know that he can't say that stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
when you talk about have I seen any anomalies, I mean, I'm looking at a radar screen, so I'm not going to see anything out there.
Yeah. He only gonna see what his signal is prompted to look for.
Right. So you haven't seen something that just shot across the screen, and you know it was something clear.
No, because our radar, it's like well, it's better now, but it's like a maybe 8-second lag. So it's not an instantaneous like image as far as what we see on the radar.
So you're still using radars from that hard too.
No, the radars are definitely state of the art, but as far as like what we're using and what the aliens are using is light years.
Oh, so you know what the aliens use.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
a legend.
Phil. Yeah, Phil.
I'm just a legend. I mean, because like if they could come here from their planet or whatever, I mean, they obviously they are light years ahead of what we are capable of. I mean, we could barely get to the moon. We can't even
Right.
send people to Mars, in which we send rovers to Mars, but we as humans never set foot on Mars.
Well, they said that we should be out there in the next 2 to 3 years. They do the moon launch next year. Well, they supposed to land on the dark side of the moon, but
Yeah, but like for us to get to the moon, like literally a thousand things have to go right in order for us to have a successful moon landing, and then for them
moon
to
landing.
come back. But it's as far as them just to come here, take some samples, and then just leave, like they
And just
just go to the
leave.
grocery store. I mean, they are light years ahead.
They are nah. So I was telling Mister this the other day. I was at home last Thursday or Wednesday. They went up to Congress and they was talking some people from Congress. They was telling some people from Congress that well the Republicans and the Democrats are all in agreement with this, but they had some whistleblowers up there that said they got at least 12 ships.
Well, they call
That's
them
not
crabs. They call them
yeah,
crabs.
12 crabs. Well, like I said, I want to say not 12. I want to say at least a dozen.
A dozen, yeah.
A dozen crabs that's not man-made, and not only that we have them, but we trying to make them work. That we trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
My question to both of you guys is: the whistleblowers blew it sometime early last week. They talked about it Thursday. The whistleblower's supposed to come back and talk about it Wednesday this week. But if we hearing about this now, how long you think they had these ships?
Since
Oh,
1943,
decades.
So,
They
when
had them
they
for
shot
decades.
them out the sky and told everybody it was air balloons.
I totally kind of agree with you, Phil. Like it's one thing I like what Mister said about the technology, but I will say that United States we got some weapons that probably I don't know if everybody got force fields and shit like that. Like we can shoot these ships down with the weaponry that we have. My second question is if everybody kind of know this, we don't say 65 to 70% of the world know this. Why keep it a secret?
Uh, my like initial reaction would be to like preserve the whole religious industrial complex.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if we see aliens from like we'll see aliens or whatever from like another world, then obviously that's gonna literally put everything on its head as far as what we've been learned up to this point as human.
right, right.
So I mean, maybe they're trying to preserve that, but outside of that, I mean, there's no need to really keep it a secret. So, but that's
Okay,
just me.
what you think, Phil?
Um, why keep it a secret? Um,
Because everything is
I
all
would probably.
speculation now, but we know we got proof. But why
I
not
mean,
really just make the announcement?
I would probably say because once you tell a lie, you got to keep telling lies. I mean, if you go ahead and come out and say, "Oh, we knew this since such and such,"
Yeah,
then
like you said, since the
that's gonna force
1940s,
everybody to doubt everything you said since that time. So if aliens are real, then how do we know they ain't been here? How we know you ain't aliens? You know what I'm saying? How do we know y'all didn't replace y'all? You know, as aliens didn't replace our world leaders. You know how we don't know that. So you establish a distrust amongst civilization, and if you had a civil unrest, I mean, who's to believe in anything at that point?
I mean, from the
well, I,
public standpoint, though, like there's no clear cut ace in the hole proof. But I mean, if we do have them, yes, like the government have proof, but the average citizen doesn't have that proof.
but
Yeah,
if
and
they
I
hit us
mean,
with that proof, though, miss, that's what I'm saying, and that's what the guy said Thursday. He said people always wonder, oh, what's the big news? He say we're big boys. We can the world should understand. Okay, we didn't know everything, or we know some of this technology we use, like even for the stealth bomber, like some of that, some of that stuff that we had to get it from somewhere else, and we not sure, in the Pentagon, which they said, and the CIA, which is just disclosing all this shit. I mean, holding this shit. That's what it's like, man. Won't y'all? Won't y'all just be honest with us? I think we could have. I really believe we could handle it.
yeah, I don't know about that. The thing is like, what was the last year they released all them files
Yeah,
about extraterrestrials, and the thing is like it was a news story for the 2 weeks.
they swept that shit under the rug, and that's what
No,
they
they didn't.
always do.
People just didn't care anymore.
Right.
Everybody know this stuff. It's just that we at the point now in civilization where people are so programmed to move on to what the next thing that they
What's the
don't even
next
care
thing?
about this shit no more. So if they do come out and tell us, oh yeah, we got alien aircraft, this shit gonna be on the news for 2 weeks, and
And then
then
disappear like it'll be like they was
yeah,
talking about this week. They're gonna talk about it next week, and then that shit over with.
Yeah,
exactly. The media is gonna control the narrative around that, and I mean, you're gonna have a couple of people that be up in an uproar. They gonna get detained, and that shit gonna be over and done with. So why,
Yeah.
it's just kind of pointless.
yeah. We
Like,
have an instantaneous, quick turnaround, like news cycle, attention span. Thanks to social media, the smartphone, and as far as us, we can take it. It kind of takes me back to the Ted movie, in which like the narrator says something about how, yeah, it was a big shock. It was a big, hoopla about a talking teddy bear, but after a while, no one gave a shit.
I gave a shit,
Exactly,
dude.
exactly.
And
So I think it
and
it would be the same way with this.
and like you said, the way the world is now, they can land and be here. It'll probably go about a good month or two. We really have aliens here, or they're amongst us and everything. And that shit will, and I mean, it's fucked up to say, but it will go away. It won't be like if it landed in the 80s. You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
assuming that they didn't do anything when they got here.
Right. Like,
Hey, I say that too, y'all. We're the country where we're the people, and when I say we, I want to say the whole United States. We gonna fuck with them, cause if they some really might come in peace, but
I
one of
mean,
us gonna fuck with them, Mister. You know we are. Like
just
somebody
like
gonna do
Mars
some shit,
Attacks. Remember the movie Mars
right?
Attacks? Like it was
Mar-
that big misunderstanding when they saw that dove and they thought it was like an act of war. They just started killing people.
and then we gonna start killing shoot. That's the thing. It's a joke, but it's serious too. Like they say, eventually, look, they they got all these alien sightings and stuff. And they also said out of that dozen of ships, a couple of them was manned. They said a guy said one of the whistleblowers said at least one of them were manned. So that means we done kiss out this ship down, dissected whatever the fuck that was in there.
Hmm.
And like I said, I believe some of this shit just I don't. I think it's just people just or it's just people or aliens coming back trying to teach shit.
I
Or
think
just
I know I said it before a couple of times. Like to me, the most logical explanation for anything coming to this planet that we're not aware of from a technology standpoint would be ourselves. Because it only makes sense that a ship and the concept of thinking of what a ship is would exist in our existence. Why would an alien, why do we only conceive that an alien would come in a metal ship? That doesn't, to me, that's naive.
Maybe they could just get zapped down or whatever. I know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Why couldn't a ship be a liquid? Why would, if aliens come here, they couldn't be in liquid form?
So
we only work in this narrow scope that if they come, they're going to be in a flying object. How the fuck they don't just open the portal and walk through the motherfucker? You see what I'm saying?
Or just walk up through the ocean or some shit like
exactly.
that.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're really operating in the funnel. So in being that we're constantly studying these things, you know what I'm saying? What is it? CERN, you know what I'm saying? In Geneva.
Yeah.
These colleges that are studying lasers that have already proven to be able to show up seconds before they arrive. So the theory of time travel has already essentially been proven to some degree.
Yeah, they working on that. You know what CERN? You be hearing about CERN, Mister?
No, I haven't heard about CERN.
Yeah, that's
it's a lab. It's a thing that where is that again? Bill?
It's an underground atom smasher, basically.
Yeah, where's it located?
In Geneva.
In Geneva, right?
No, nigga, not Lake Geneva.
No, not Lake Geneva. In Geneva. Y'all, I'm gonna
but it's the particles collider.
Well, Phil, I'm gonna tell you what I heard, and we do have a little proof of this, but of course, you don't have your straight facts. They say CERN is the reason for the Mandela effect.
I don't know, man. The Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, the Berenstain. Dude, like I said, I remember we was on 68th and Oakley in the kitchen when I heard that Mandela died on TV. And then I remember that. You said what? No, nigga, I remember that. Just like the Bernstein Bears and stuff like that. And I be on YouTube now trying to look at the old 80s commercials. And I be like, I see something and I be trying to remember, like, no, it wasn't like that. Because, like, you see shit. It's proof that it's certain proofs that show that there's been different names with shit. You know what I'm saying? And people saw things one way, they not seeing it that way. And like I said, the Mandela effect. I know the name of the shit I heard when he died. And I know I heard as clear as motherfucking day, y'all. I heard him say Mandela passed away in jail.
I just don't remember. I don't remember that. I'm not saying you ain't hear it, but I don't remember it. I don't know if I was following that closely. But I mean, to me, it's like, why are those events significant enough for it to change? Like, why is a children's book important enough for us to change?
No, because it's some stuff that you always used to remember, and it's different now. You know what I'm saying? Like something that you always remember, and they be like Luke, I am your father. And he say, no, I am your father.
No, he never said that.
He said Luke.
No.
He said no, right?
Yeah, he said no. He said no.
When you look at it now, he say, Luke, I am your father.
But that's I think that's from an interview that somebody had.
I heard what you said. No, Phil. I heard what you heard. No, I am your father.
Right.
Right now, it says, Luke, I am your father. And I know, and that's another situation where you just know what the fuck you knew.
I thought everybody thought he said, Luke, I am your father. And it says, no, I am your father.
He says, Luke, I am your father.
I don't remember saying Luke.
You can watch it right now on Disney Channel, nigga. You can just turn to it. You can go to the Mandela Effect and they'll show you.
They did change up. They did change up certain things in Star Wars, though.
But they said they changed it, but that was a scene that they didn't change. They said it was always like that, and I said, no, nigga, it was no. I am your father.
I mean, but like when you first heard that, like, were you 7, 8 years old?
But you watch it from 8 to fucking 14 every other day. You kind of see what I'm saying? That's just like what I was saying. So, prime example. Like
I would lean to Eric as the expert on this because he watched and remember all the fucking movies.
But like to Nelson
Yeah.
Mandela, when I heard on the news he was getting out of jail, I said, "Mom, I thought he died in jail." She said, "No, that man ain't died." Now my mother said he didn't die. I said he did die. Rest her soul. I said, she said that man ain't been dead. I said, "Mom, it was on the news. He died. I ain't know shit about no Mandela effect. I ain't know about none of this shit." And I say all that to say, your spot, sir, they said they did something and it split. They're like, we couldn't tell, but it said it split. They gotta add them whatever they did in there. They doing as much shit as they doing in Area 51 and Area 52. Whatever they doing up there, they messing stuff up. Not on purpose, but I'm telling you, like I don't have a problem with CERN. I be looking at some of the interviews on the news and when they go live and talk some shit about what they finna do. But it's stuff they doing that, like a lot of people say, is damn near black magic.
Well, I mean, same thing. You know, if they continue on the path that they're going to accomplish something that's never been done before.
Right.
And
Like you said, the
because
time
it's
travel.
science, their attempt to prove something's going to, in process, do something that no one could have ever expected. So, I mean, it's not far fetched to believe that they did something. Just like I don't feel it's far fetched for, what I'm saying. For example, if they have, if eventually if their science eventually leads to time travel, it would be theoretically possible that somebody came back and made a change that affected those things and how they were remembered. So
right, and I me and Mister, we've been talking about this, and I'm rolling with you, Phil, and I believe that, like I say, most spaceships and shit that we're seeing is just us trying to relay us back.
Yeah,
like I really like, everybody got what they believe in and stuff, and I don't knock it, but I'm kind of in that theory with you, and I know we're not alone with it. We're not alone with it, but
I just think aliens like of creatures or beings that are totally like to me to think that an alien is going to even have the same body parts as us is weird.
Right, but if it's us,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like okay, I was watching
Arms and legs in the head.
Right, I was watching this shit about the Egyptians, and they were saying how they wore those long big hats because their heads were elonged and stuff, and it was like could they have been descendants or something? Because they talked about the pyramids again, like what we talked about last week, and I'm like, right, some of them structures, like they said, they didn't have. They talked about Stonehenge on this, and this on HBO Max. They said they didn't have. They didn't even know what the wheel was yet. And the way you get those bricks up there, it had to be rolled up there. And I swear we just talked about this shit last week.
Yeah.
But I was watching it today, and it was like, so how did they do it? It's like,
right.
physically, like, how could they do it? It was just some crazy shit that I was watching today. It was, like I said, it's on HBO Max. It was pretty good. I watched about 2 episodes.
Now, the whole concept of time travel, is it only you can only go back into the past, but you can't go into the future?
As far as I know, only thing I've ever read about time travel in actual practical science is that they basically shot a laser and it appeared before it was shot. Essentially, that was the way they explained it. I haven't seen anything about going the opposite direction.
Okay, but you just like going ahead. I know what you're saying. Like we shot this laser before it lit up, it was already there.
Right.
Okay.
Now, what would y'all use time travel for?
I would not fuck with time travel. I don't even. I mean, the thought of it to me just seems like I don't think that's a good idea.
I'd be hot tub time machine. I'd change some shit.
I mean,
change yourself out of existence.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You be nervous. That's why I wouldn't play with it, like you said. Because like, if I go in the past, hell, we done seen Back to the Future and all these fucking time movies. Now, somebody gonna fuck up. That the Flash. Whatever you do, you're gonna mess up. Something is mess up. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the fuck you do.
Yeah, time travel or teleporting, like the movie The Fly. Like a lot of shit could go wrong.
Yeah,
that teleporter. Yeah, but if I could just hop in the machine and be out in motherfucking California and just like that,
I wouldn't have a job.
yeah, you would have a job.
Yeah, traffic.
Right,
Fucking
that'll be
the
over.
transit system. Yeah, I mean, we all be out of a job, but only the affluent could probably use it. Anyway.
Okay, let me ask you something, Mister. I
Now,
know it's coming up in Australia.
moving people is a major industry, so it will have to be affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you
as far as the
wanted,
initial rollout, but as far as within our lifetime,
that initial
ultimately,
rollout, yeah, you just gonna have the stars do it. You know what I'm saying?
right?
But like you said, maybe within the next 3 years, everybody can get PlayStation 5. You know what I'm just saying? Like eventually we all have it. You know, everybody will have it and shit. But I was gonna ask you, Mister. They have it in Australia by the end of next year, 24. They're gonna start having the helicopter. You know
the
Like the
drone.
Uber,
the drone.
the
Yeah,
Uber
the
helicopter.
fly,
They
Yeah.
already built the infrastructure for y'all to have that in 2025 in Chicago.
They said they got it right. So like, what does that do to your job too? Like, do that make it like, wow, I gotta watch these planes and watch these drones, or
No, it really wouldn't affect my airspace because they wouldn't even fly that high anyway. Because as far as the way that I operate, I pretty much operate from like 11,000 on up.
Right.
But these Uber drone ride sharing things,
yeah,
they're probably gonna go as high as I'm just
3,000.
guessing.
I think it's 3,000 right now.
3,000. Oh yeah, sounds about right.
And then they
Sounds
still
about right.
won't be able to operate around certain airspace.
Right. They can't be near airports, or they probably can't be near like a downtown. So but yeah.
So they'll probably land like outside of that.
Like in a South Loop, West Loop,
Right.
something like that. Yeah.
Or if they go into the airport, you still end up having to get taxied to your gate or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
man.
But
I think it's fascinating though.
But I've been to a few conferences where it's companies right now that's building the infrastructure for these drones to fly in. So it's like if you can imagine like Super Mario, the pipe system, like they show like all of the pipes, or they show their flight plans through the cities, like in like a pipe kind of format where you can see it, certain vehicles fly at certain elevations during service. So just like a train system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they can only operate within those time zones. So it ain't like you could, unless you have special operation procedures, you would be able to fly a direct flight, but you would have to fly in a certain flight path in order to, go from A to B.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they would use pilots for those things, or they barely just have them just autopiloted, and all the flight plans will be programmed in there anyway. So it shouldn't be like this huge huge air traffic jam, just messing everything up. So it should be efficient if they roll it out.
Yeah, it's completely autonomous.
Underground stuff in Vegas, right? Underground tunnels with the Teslas in Vegas.
Yeah, they're completely autonomous. You basically, when you call your car or you call your vehicle, you program the destination like you do in Uber. You get in the vehicle. As soon as you click the seatbelt, the vehicle lets you know it's ready to take off, and it fly past. If something do happen, they have emergency landing procedures, because most of them have multiple propeller motor configurations. So if one of them go out, the vehicle just finds a safe spot to land.
Mm-hmm.
So hypothetically, it looks like it's going to be pretty safe, but look, you gotta wait till a couple people die first.
Right. We gotta get the numbers first. So of course we ain't gonna be on them bitches first. Not at all.
Hey, have y'all seen that
movie? Helicopters, though.
You said what?
They're safer than helicopters, though.
Oh yeah. But hey, have y'all been to Vegas recently? As far as saw that I guess that dome shaped thing. And where is it located?
It's I guess it's what's that? I guess it's north of the Strip. I don't know my direction when you on the Strip. The expressway is west side. Is that south or north or east or west of the Strip?
That's it's northwest of the Strip.
The expressway runs parallel to Las Vegas.
It's parallel.
It's parallel. From north to south.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's North Vegas is the stratosphere, That's north. Going,
Okay, so it's east
It's west.
it's
yeah.
east of the strip then.
Okay,
No,
what?
the I-15 is west. It's
Okay,
west
then,
of the
West.
strip.
It's west.
yeah, so it's east. It's on the other side
As
of
far
the
as the
strip.
No,
dome.
that's south.
Yeah, the dome is on.
No, west. You talking about the sphere?
Yeah, the sphere.
No, it's by the Venetian. So it's on the Venetian side.
No,
It's behind the Venetian.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
on.
behind the
Yeah, it's better.
Venetian.
Yeah, right. By the Venetian. Right.
It's about
It's
4 blocks off Flamingo. I think it's Flamingo. Is it Flamingo? I think it might be Flamingo Boulevard or something like that.
Carlisle. Yeah, it's somewhere. It's backed up. So it's NEWS. Right. The expressway west of it. North is east. Yeah. But it's right there behind. It's like around the Venetian. Hey,
Yeah,
that picture look not. I mean, some of them pictures look like crazy.
yeah.
The
The
eye
whole
look
inside of it
crazy.
is all TV screens. It's gonna be a dope venue for concerts.
No, for concerts,
Oh
yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
just gonna say for concerts, G.
It
And
could
then
hold
fuck around, and
18,000 people.
then you could probably have a concert outside. I mean, just saying you could have it playing outside. What's going on in the side?
Right.
That should be crazy, man. When they did the moon and Mars, I look like that's crazy.
Now, I'm not sure if this was Photoshop, but I think they put the Death Star on there.
It looks like it, but yeah.
Nah, they trust me. They can put whatever up there.
I mean,
Right.
they can use whatever lighting techniques to make it look like it. But yeah,
Right. I
Mm.
mean, hell, the damn basketball looked real when they was doing the summer league and all that. The damn basketball when it turned to a basketball, I was like, shh, yeah, this nice.
Yeah, I'm
This
about to do for a
nice.
Vegas trip.
man, hit me
Yeah.
up when you get down there. I'll roll up there.
Yeah, that
Honestly, I'm
Vegas.
sick of fucking Vegas. I just go because y'all be there. I ain't got.
But it's still a spot, G. It's like there's so much new stuff they building down there, y'all. And then I thought about it today. I think they got trips. I think it's a 3 hour ride though to Area 51. Cause it's north. It's north of Vegas. Area 51. And then I was listening, I was like I said, I was watching that thing about Area 51. They also got a spot called Area 52, is in Utah. And it was like, the thing is, if everybody focused on Area 51, who's gonna be focused on another spot where they can also do things. And the guy that was filming it, he was like, every inch of the spot. The white guy, he was like, I'm telling you, United States got planes. He's seen jets that fly up in the air and motherfucker just blend in like camouflage with the sky. He
Yeah,
like, so where do we?
those are the F-35s. As far as like the jets that can take off vertically and then just shoot out, those are
Yeah,
F-35s.
and he said they like straight camouflage. He like they just disappear in the air. He like it's still out there, but it's like flying around, but it's camouflage with the sky. So he was like, this Area 52. He said they
It's
done hit a
probably
lot of
it's probably not camouflage per se. They probably got some type of like mirror like
mirror
panels
tint.
on there.
Yeah, yeah, mirror
Yeah,
belt.
it's that
Yeah,
that
that's how you see.
BMW got the same shit on. You
Mm.
seen the BMW that can change colors, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I've seen a
Same
few
thing.
cars, but that's like the metallic they use it in.
Yeah,
Probably more stronger.
they basically put TV screens essentially on the outside of it, and they have many cameras in the center of the panel, and the camera can basically shoot the image to the
Shoot,
screen it's on. And
right
you
right. So you just find you got the invisible jet. Now you Wonder Woman.
know,
Yeah, but he said it's so. I mean, he's supposed to say. He said it's so much shit you can't explain that you see out there. Just like they say, still in Area 51. He say they got to be testing stuff because they fly stuff. He said, it's the government. They fly stuff out there. And people say it's a spaceship, but sometimes you like, well, no, it's Area 51. I'm like, yeah, well, if they flying something,
Mm-hmm.
they trying to do something. What the fuck they doing out there?
I mean, you ever consider going up there? Because I mean, it'll be a wasted trip because the only thing that you're going to see is at the military sentry gate, and after that,
And get you a dial at the little restaurant, an alien dial. Because they don't have no hotels out there. Because that's what I think on the trip it said 3 hours, you eat, and then they bring your ass back, I think, after 2 or 3 hours
oh, it's a
out there.
tour. It's a
It's a
yeah,
tour
tour.
thing.
It's
Oh
an Area
wow,
51 tour. Yes,
wow.
and it's like I said, when they take you, they shoot you and take you out there. You drive so far, and then or you meet them so far, hop in, they take you out to Area 51. You do all the nuances and everything, then they bring you back.
Yeah,
It's an
that's
all
like
day trip though.
I
right.
mean, they've been doing that for a long time. I mean, it's a whole town out there with all that alien shit out there.
Right, it's
They
a
just
whole
trying to
town.
build commerce in the area, so they gotta have
Yeah,
some.
it's
I was
like they.
planning on driving up there. I just realized it was a lot further than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like about a 3 some hour ride from Vegas. That's why I
Right.
said it's an all day trip. But shit, you ain't got to drive it if you does. You know what I'm saying? You can sleep on the bus or however they do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I always want to see Hoover Dam next time I go out there.
Oh yeah, I've
okay,
been there a few times.
Yeah.
It's
some Hoover
it's crazy
Dam in
how
Area
that water
51, huh?
gone. It's crazy how all that water gone, man. I
Yeah.
remember when
Yeah,
I went there the first time. It was probably shit. When did I go there the first time? I don't even remember. It's been so long ago. But since I've been out there recently, like twice, that water receding is crazy.
Yeah, just flying
yeah, I
into
believe it.
Vegas, right? You see the watermarks and the and like the little rocks or whatever. So yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy out here, y'all.
Yeah.
They got
Global
some nice
warming.
restaurants up there
Hey,
now.
dude, yeah, I heard that. Wanda said that when she was out there. It global warming real too, y'all. A lot of shit is real. And I'm saying that we think it's fake. I'm just like we getting older up in age so that we start to really notice it and see how the shit is, you know?
I mean, the thing is with like global warming is like it would in order for us to do anything about it, it would so severely damage our economic system that they not trying to. They
Yeah.
blame it. They blaming it on cars and trucks and shit. That ain't really nothing compared to, some of the other causes that's actually stimulating the warmth of the planet.
Right.
Yeah, they
You know
say
what I'm
it's really the cattle farming that's causing
saying?
it severely more than cars and
Exactly.
everything.
That's
Yeah.
like 40% of all of methane gas being released into the atmosphere that's warming the planet. So what we gonna do? Stop raising cattle? People gonna stop eating meat?
Right. That
Yeah.
ain't gonna happen.
But if
Yeah.
we stop eating meat and start looking at non-meat resources, it's gonna like make us use up so much more water, and water costs so much money to purify because we running out of natural lakes and streams, so we have to find a way to desalinate salt water,
The
which is
salt
our
water.
ocean water, and that takes so much power. It's just like a conundrum that they don't really want to address because there's too many factors that go into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
So, it's gonna happen eventually. Shit, y'all gonna be complaining about it being 116,
Right.
17
150
in
in
Chicago.
Chicago.
It's gonna be 211 down
Yeah.
here.
What's
For
the temp
real.
out there right now in Arizona?
Shit, I don't know. I ain't going out there. I think it's probably. I think it came down today. I think it's like 109.
You said it came down
Dude.
to 109.
And that's
It's
fucking
it's
coming down out
it's
there.
it's funny. Like when you hit like 104, 105.
You like, oh, it's gonna be cool out here today.
It no, like when they hit 104 or 5, like when they get up to 104 and 105, then after that you don't really feel that much of a difference. But when it get up to 117 and 120 and come down
It's
1 degree, you be like, whoa, shit, it's cooling down.
thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. So 109 feel kind of good right now.
We got to brace
Yeah.
ourselves for next week. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
this week
next week.
because it's going to be
Yeah,
like
this week.
90s all week.
Oh, it is. Tom Skiller said by Friday, Saturday, he said, man, it will be 99, the temperature. So imagine what the heat index gonna be.
That
So I'm
sounds
like, that's
funny. Well,
yeah,
that's
so
just
we finally finna get it.
Stay away
We
from the
good.
lakefront.
Yeah.
that's why shit. Y'all need to be in the lake.
I mean,
I
but
know.
black folks don't know how to act when it gets that
Hey
hot.
man, go up to Foster, man. We got to go up north, man. I
Hey,
hear what
that
you're
that,
saying.
that secret is
Ain't
out,
no shit,
man.
no.
I mean,
Yeah.
Foster's being taken over too.
I
Yeah,
don't have
but
to go to Walhalla Beach, man, Indiana. I've been waiting.
Yeah, straight up.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, I mean, if y'all willing to make the trip, shit, go to Michigan. I mean, I was just in Michigan last week, and man, it was nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
See, it's the difference around these niggas and just doing other stuff. But shit, it's gonna be so hot, man. Miss, you gonna be like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm at the lake. Fuck you." I'm like, "It's 105 degrees out here, man."
I mean, like you got a big backyard, man. Why don't you put a slip slide out there and just have your own
Oh,
little
they
thing?
always do that. The kid, yeah, they always do that, man.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
always want that. They'll be cool. Like I said, hey man, I'm old. It's that hot outside. All I gotta do is turn this AC on and lay on this couch. And
Yeah.
some days lately I've been cold because I done had it on for so long. Now I'm like, especially with next week, I'm like, I know what I gotta do. Shit, I ain't finna go too far.
So what's temperature your AC set to? Well, you just got regular AC with no temperature control.
Yeah, I got extra cold. Super cold. That's what it said in the house. Super cool, super cool, super cool.
Cause here,
But
like we keep our AC on like 77.
Damn, might be
okay.
on like 65.
77 is cool. Like
Yeah,
at
I'm like,
19
wow.
77,
I'm
I
like,
be
mister.
cold.
Yeah, I'm like, mister. Give me like a good 60, 62, 63. But it's crazy 'cause we got a fan, and you can put it on 60, but it's only gonna tell you what the temperature is in the room. So you can have it to blow for 60 to be real cool, but it'll tell you like it's 74 in the room. You know what I'm saying? It'll tell you like it's only 74 in the room. And then once it go to like, if I'm just saying hypothetically, if it go down to 60, it'll just cut off. And then when the temperature go, you know what I'm saying? If the temperature rise, then it come back down. But usually, man, like I said, we done had some nice nights the last few nights. We done had some real nice nights. But shit, like I said, like Mr. said, man, I saw that shit for next week. I'm like, woo.
Yeah, I'll be all right, man.
Well, we're gonna be able to complain on Facebook like you and the rest of the crew down there in Arizona been doing. That's what I'm
Man,
gonna say. I'm like, they think it's hot down there. They should be over here on 79th right now.
I mean, I think we had the most consecutive days over
Yeah.
110 degrees, like since 1987 or some shit.
Yeah, that shit. We was looking at that, man. The wife was looking at that. It was like a week straight, G. And I'm like, dude, the lowest it got was like, I mean, it got to 110, 111. It's 3 triple digits all week.
Yeah, all month,
I'll do it.
almost all of July, and now I'm probably into August. It's gonna be
So August.
triple digits. Yeah, I mean
Cause
it's
hell, Vegas
basically
been hot. Vegas been up 109 and 111 and stuff like that.
it's basically y'all winter, man. You know, y'all get too cold, we get too hot. It's the same thing.
Right. I got you. Yeah, I can see that. I definitely can see that. Let me I'm gonna cut this short tonight, cuz y'all. I'm gonna make a run with her. I guess we finna go on the back. But I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna shove it off short. I'm kind of want this to be part 1 to part 2 with this alien stuff. I'm gonna write down some of this info Wednesday of what's going on, and then I bring it back to y'all this next week
Oh
and
yeah,
see what
I
y'all think.
try to catch some of the hearing, and don't forget, if y'all got some time, catch those Joe Rogan ones where he talked to Bob Lazar and that naval pilot that saw the Tic
Yeah,
Tac.
I seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got man. I done seen all of that.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah, I
seen.
done seen that one too.
I done
Yeah.
seen all of that. I love that. I love all that stuff. That's what I'm on it for right now. That's my hobby right now. All these UAPs out here.
All right. Cool.
Shit, for
Yeah,
real. But yeah, I'll catch up with y'all next week, man.
for sure.
You know what it is. I'll call y'all during the week though. Check on y'all, all right?
Y'all be safe out
Yeah.
there,
Peace
especially
out,
you,
man.
Phil. All
I'm
right.
good.
Especially you, my nigga.
All right. Bye.